America, we are here. Election Day 2020. I'm going to need us to wake up. Yo, we need a change. Biden, Harris, let's get them in there. Flood them polls. Get there. Jada Jae here. Watch the movement. Don't judge my life. Mike, you'll exit us out, Mike, please.
Yeah, next to the gate, you should have one in the back.
Like, press the button, stop.
Yeah.
Jada Jae. Watch the movement. Welcome, King and Queens. You could be anywhere on earth, but you right here with me. On this week's episode of Jada Jae's VANLife tour, Kill Mat and Havelock Wool checked off. Now on to cleaning up, filling holes, framing, and insulation of Tootie's floor. Watch the movement. Don't judge my life. Media. Hey world, I want to stop and take a minute to thank each and every one of you who took the time and found it in your heart to donate to the GoFundMe that Coach Sylvia Crawley set up for Tootie and I. Your donations are a blessing, which has helped me purchase more equipment to make this VANLife tiny home dream glow up a reality. Hey, Cousin Dave.
It's good.
So we have this whole bag left of Havelock wool. Gonna get some panels. That's what we're here now. Cousin Dave is helping me measure out the floor and the walls, and the ceiling and all that good stuff to actually now, because the installation is done, now we have to panel and do the walls and the ceiling and floor and move further into the build. All right, I made a Home Depot run because I need to do the paneling for the floor so I can finish the installation. I need 1x3 panel. I realized that the floor the van itself is 13. I think we did 13 by 16, 16 by 13. So yeah, don't judge my life, world. Yeah, those measurements were all off. Don't judge my life. When I figure out what those measurements are, I'll let you guys know, or we'll link them in the description box below. Or you guys can just Google them yourselves and find that too. Let's get back to the show. All right, guys, change of venue. Came to Lowe's, got what I needed for the floor. Well, the other parts I needed for the floor. Home Depot did not have the 12-foot panels. So I came to Lowe's. I got the 1x3 in 12 feet. I think I got 6 in 12 feet and then 2 in 8 feet for the smaller components. This will be used to frame the floor. First, I'm probably gonna glue it on, or maybe, I think I'm gonna glue them on. I don't know if I really want to mess with like drilling and all that stuff into the floor. So, cause I actually have to fill the holes in the floor now. Today, I got up and I made a plan that this was gonna be the priority. Do the body filler with the hardener in there, put it over the holes, let them dry. I'm in a CBA class, Community Business Academy with Rising Tide. So all day today I was doing that class work and trying to catch up with homework and stuff like that.
And then you have, like this one's bumped up, smack it smooth, grind it down, fill it. Same with this one. And then you don't have to worry about filling with caulk and then worrying about it falling back out.
True.
Over time, because the water splashes up from underneath.
They said it's stuff kicking up into the, I didn't know that, yeah.
Pressure, also the pressure of the wind. When you're driving, aerodynamics. The roof will have pressure so underneath the car. Now the pressure of the air pushing up on the bottom of the car will actually blow these right back out.
Alright, y'all. I'm low-key feeling away because I done cleaned out the whole bottom of the van, ready to start the floors and get everything done and fill the little holes that was left over from taking out the shelves and stuff like that. Got everything cleaned out. There's everything out the van, right? It's ready to go. Notice that I still have these brackets over here on this side. So, yeah, but I need to figure out how to take these things out because I don't know. I really don't know. And then go get the floor. So on top of framing the floor, today's project is also going to consist of doing the frame on the floor. So we have the silicone bead And we have the glue. We're gonna glue on the boards. I gotta fill the holes because once I take out these brackets, I then have to fill the holes that they're gonna leave, and then put the insulation down on the floor as well. Then I'm gonna buy the floor that I want and put the floor on, and that should be it. That should be done. So I'm going under now to go under and fix Tootie. So take out those bulbs underneath.
You're gonna have to go up under there.
Yes, yes.
Place it all the way up in there. Alright. Use the air ratchet. Sometimes if it's not gonna break, you gotta just turn it with your hand, but then once it turns, then you hit it. Alright. Just make sure the size is the right size on the boat.
Yes, yes.
Nice and tight when you put it on.
Thank you, Zoe.
Get comfortable up under there.
Yeah. Here on location at ZME Autos and Electronics. Zoe is allowing me to come and build out Tootie and use his workstations and his tools. Thank you, Zoe. I got a little frustrated because Zoe suggested that I just get plywood and put it on top. Like I wouldn't have to do that paneling for the floor, the framing and all that stuff for the floor. Got all the materials and stuff. But there's still bolts in the bottom of the floor. Hence why I'm down here about to go up under Tootie to unscrew the bolts from the bottom of her floor. So this is my first time I'm about to go under the van, or any type of car for that matter. I'm gonna try to get these brackets out under Tootie. Safety goggles on. Let's get to work. Don't judge my food tank. This is me under the van right now, and I'm about to attempt to get these brackets, the thingies from underneath.
Two hours later.
So yeah, guys, I didn't do shit. Zell came and took out like 1.5 nuts. I spent one and it's still spinning from the top, so I didn't do it. I'm having a moment because would it take people 2 seconds to do? Like, because I don't know what I'm doing and it's my first time doing this shit. Like, I've been up under I got one bulb out. Like, I've been up under the truck for like 20 minutes now, 20, 30 minutes trying to get these bulbs out. I'm having a whole moment right now. Like, I can't do this shit by myself. Like, I'm getting aggravated because it's mad extra shit I gotta do. I gotta redo the wool on the wall. I'm having a moment, yo. I'm having like... What I realized for the last 2 or 3 days, like I need a consecutive team of individuals that can help me bring this dream into fruition. My editing team, thank God Eddie is here.
Hey, how are you?
Eddie's working on cutting the floor right now so we can get the framing for the floor so we can do the installation of the floor. What it took me in 2 hours to try to do, Eddie and I accomplished this in, I'll say 15, 20 minutes.
Essentially what she was having a problem with was these little bolts that were holding down these brackets right here, right? And I had a 7 1/18 socket. All I had to do was put it on there. And, you know, I needed Jada to go underneath maybe and, you know, apply a little pressure to the lower socket so that we could get it pulled out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just a little extra help.
For real, bro. Teamwork, man.
Oh, and before we go, I just want y'all to just read my shirt.
Oh,
you gotta remember that sometimes.
Hey, yo, we're gonna get back to this framing the floor to put the half-lot wool in for the installation. Once that's done, we're gonna get the floors. Probably do that tomorrow. New adventure, new day. hey, here at Home Depot. I got our guy D. He's helping us out. We're not gonna get him on camera, but we about to hear the saw in the background. I was sitting here to get 5 pieces of plywood to put them on the floor of the van. We have measurements thanks to our guy Eddie. Thank you, E. I'm regluing the half-lot wool to the wall.
extra. Throw a couple staples here.
Yes.
Here, and here, just to hold these panels in. Wind blows it out. Panel.
Back at it again, insulating the floor. We have the framing down thanks to homie Eddie. We finished the framing in the back. The framing actually in the back stayed and held. I'm putting the wall insulation down, and I'm going to put the plywood on top of that. And then once that's on, I have to buy a floor that I actually want. But in the front, I had to re-glue, I think 3 of the framing boards so I can finish the installation in the front. When you work with people and you ask questions and you actually be willing to learn, I appreciate my homeboy Eddie for breaking this van down for me in sections, because I was very overwhelmed and I was so ready to like just quit. Like, I'm done. Help me with the measurements. We had to re-glue some panels on the wall of the wall, and so I can easily finish what I need to do in here. All right, so we got a little situation. I'm trying to put the plywood on top of the framing and the insulation, and our measurements may have been too long. Probably gonna have to take like an inch or so off that side so we can get these in flat, and that'll be the base. Once this part goes down, I have to screw this into the framing bracket, and once that's screwed in, then we're gonna put the floor on it. As you can see, this is not leveling down like I need it to. It's coming along.
This is good knowledge for other people what not to do. You know what I'm saying? I was cutting, didn't realize that there's a piece of matting underneath, the rubber matting. Caught the matting and kicked it back. And kicked it back, it ran up and whacked me right in the arm.
Man.
Flipped him over the blade, the guide side down. Completely missed the guide and sliced me right open.
Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, it was real. We were nervous. We were scared. We were scared for Cousin Dave. I'm so glad his mom came back home. I'm so glad some real adults were in the house there.
Walk in. I didn't think it was that bad at first. I was just like, I got cut. I knew it was cut. I knew I needed stitches, but I didn't think it was that bad because it didn't hurt that bad at that point. I didn't really feel it until like everybody was like, no, it's really bad, and that's when everything settles in.
Yes.
And when that settled in, that's when the pain started kicking in, and I felt everything. And then I seen it, and that was over. I'm good, healed, no damage. Luckily.
Thank God. They thought he was gonna have to have surgery. Like, that's what everybody was saying. Then your brother Mark, cousin Mark, just came in like, hey, he probably lost his arm. Like, come on, cousin Mark, don't tell me that.
I was nervous at first that I did severe damage to the point that I wasn't gonna be able to move my hand and my
Jesus,
my wrist or anything of that nature.
Look at God. Look at God. If you don't believe in nobody else, y'all looking at a whole miracle. Superman right there. That's Superman.
Not the first one a miracle for me either.
Yo, we gonna get backstories because his whole family, they all the Incredibles. That's exactly what.
100-foot down the side of a mountain biking, downhill mountain biking.
In real life,
broke my back, broke my fucking tailbone, my hip. Yeah, it was it's pretty bad.
Okay, for the people, have you been mountain biking since then?
Yes. Oh, keeps me fit, keeps me moving.
Y'all see, look, that's somebody's whole dad, y'all. I see you, cousin Dave. Looking good, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get back to this planet. I'm gonna get more wisdom and knowledge from cousin Dave. Watch the movie, y'all. We out here. We coming along, y'all. Watch the movement each week on YouTube at Jada Jae 21. Don't judge my life. LLC. Jada Jae 21.